So regarding, as I mentioned previously, the correct age or the acceptable age in England for leaving the house is up to 5 years after graduating. Speaking about the advantages of living with your parents, money is a big advantage. You are able to save money. In your opinion, why is saving money so important when you are just starting to work? Why is it so important to save money?
When you are,
Just starting to work, just beginning your career.
I don't know. I suppose it's very important to it's very important to save money to prepare you to the future to buy a house, a car. I think it's very important, but I don't know. Isn't the most important thing, in my opinion.
Because you mentioned that you wanted to save money for as a colchon, a
Mhm.
nest egg,
Mhm.
a bit of savings. So when you have this colchon, when you have savings, what will you do with the savings you have? Will you put it? Will you buy a house with it?
Mhm.
Will you buy a car with it? What are you planning to do with your savings?
Depends on the time. Depends on you want in this moment. You want to buy a car. Depends on the money you have. I don't know. Depends on your salary in this moment. In that moment, yes, I will buy a house.
Eventually.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Another thing is housework. When you buy a house, when you live in your own house, maintenance is a very important factor. How important is it to keep up with the housework and the maintenance when you buy a house? Do you find yourself maintaining your house quite frequently, fixing things, repairing things?
I'm so bad repairing things.
Mhm.
But you need to maintain your
Yeah.
your house, yes.
Mhm.
An advantage of living with your parents is they normally clean it and maintain it for you.
Mhm.
Do you think that in the future, maybe if you live with your parents for too long, when you do leave the house, you won't know how to clean your own house and you won't know how to maintain things? Do you think it's a risk?
Yes, totally agree. Yes, a real risk. When I go out, I don't. I didn't know how to. Ay, una lavadora
To use the washing machine.
to the washing machine, for example.
Uh-huh.
Well,
But you learn, yes?
yeah, of course.
Better late than never.
In 1 year.
Mhm.
Um, Dinner, food. Yes, eating a healthy diet is important.
Mhm.
When you're with your parents, I'm sure your mum cooks you delicious meals. Do you learn? Are you starting to learn how to cook for yourself, or do you just rely on your parents?
Well, sometimes I try to learn to cook anything, something when I went to the gym. I I I like to eat um, how do you say, vegetables or more fish or something like that. But my mother always cook very well, very different meals. I always eat a lot of meals, different vegetables, meat, fish, a complete
Diet.
Yes, diet.
Do you cook for yourself, or does your mum always cook for you?
My mom.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Obviously, being in your family house is very familiar to you. You feel safe, you feel cozy, you feel comfortable. When you first move out of your family house, does it feel weird and uncomfortable, or did you get used to it quite quickly?
No, I feel comfortable too because it's a new house, your new life. Uh, I am married. It's a very happy year in the case.
So, turning your house into your home is a common expression we use. You put your stamp on your house, you make it feel yours. So, if I were to move into a new house tomorrow and I wanted to make it mine, what advice would you give me so I would be able to do that? How can you make your house your home?
What is my case? I ran in this case 5 years no 3 years ago. I rent my house in Legazpi, and I went to Las Tablas. Why? Because my children's school is in there here, it's in La Moraleja, and this is the case. I have a new house, and how to make my house? Well, change the decoration, uh, buy clean a lot the house, clean very well the house, and buy some. Well, in this case, the flat that I rented don't have pictures, mobiles,
Furniture.
furniture. Okay. So I have to buy in IKEA a lot of furniture.
Okay, perfect. And finally, obviously, when you live with your parents, it's quite satisfying to be able to help them. You're always with them. You have, quite a close bond. When you left your house, did you miss your parents? Did you feel lonely at the beginning?
Really? No.
No. Do you visit your parents frequently?
My mother 1 or 2 days a week.
Twice a week?
My father, no. My father is my father and my mother separate
Separated, okay.
when I was married
Uh-huh.
18 years ago, and he lives in Cebolla. Cebolla. It's a little town in Toledo. Mhm. He was married with another woman, but this Christmas